Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing my 5-week pregnancy update. I'm super excited to share with you my symptoms for the past week. If you are excited to hear what has been going on, then go ahead and keep on watching. So I'm 5 weeks and 2 days today, and first things first, I'm going to go ahead and get this out of the way. I am super out of breath. Whenever I try and talk and make a long sentence, it's just like I gotta stop and take a breath. It's annoying. For me, that is just a normal symptom during pregnancy, so it's something I'm gonna have to get used to. It's just right now I'm not used to it, and it's really annoying. So whenever I made my 4-week update, I was like, surely there's not gonna be that much that's gonna change, so maybe I shouldn't do weekly updates. But sure enough, I have a lot to talk about. So this first thing I noticed about a week ago, and it is that I am not ever comfortable whenever I'm laying down. I feel like I need pillows all around me, and that's something that I didn't really notice this early on with my other pregnancies, so I don't know what's going on with that. But yes, it is very uncomfortable laying down. I always want to lay down, but I'm never comfortable once I get in bed. Another thing that is super annoying is that my hair is getting super oily and greasy. I can shower and then by nighttime I'll have oily hair again, and that is something that I hate. That I normally don't have to shampoo my hair that often. I normally can go like 3-4 days without having to shampoo my hair, but now it seems like if I want to have fresh hair, I need to shower every single day. Also, going along with that is that I have really oily skin right now also. I used to have really oily skin, but last winter my skin went dry and never really went back to oily, so now I have oily skin again. Another thing is that everything smells horrible. I have the Bath and Body Works, is that what it's called? Yes, I have the Bath and Body Works little wallflowers all over my house and even in my car. And still sometimes I'll be like, what the heck is that smell? It is disgusting. I hate it. That is probably one of the most annoying parts of pregnancy for me, is that I smell everything so strong, good or bad. Even some of the good things, like I have a wallflower that's like kind of manly, and even that is too strong for me right now, so I don't even like that. I'm also getting randomly lightheaded. Like I'll just be like walking and I'll just be lightheaded, and it's not because I'm standing up too fast, it's just random. Like in the middle of taking steps, already been up for a little bit, I'll just get lightheaded, and that's kind of weird. I know that is a common symptom of pregnancy, but for me normally it's whenever I stand up too fast, and now I can just be like walking across my living room and get lightheaded. The bloating has gone down quite a bit. I'm still a little bit bloated, but it's not near as bad as it was last week. Last week it was almost a little bit painful because I was so bloated. This week it is definitely not that bad. Also, I had my first vivid dream. Last night I had my first vivid dream. Whenever I went to go get my pregnancy verification, I went to a little clinic and they give you a bottle of prenatal vitamins. And normally I like taking theirs because they're normally a lot smaller. I know whenever I was pregnant with Landon, they had like itty bitty teeny tiny prenatal vitamins about the size of a Claritin. If you know how small those are, they're just like super tiny, and that was really easy for me to swallow. I'm not very good at taking pills. This time they were a little bit different. They were a little bit bigger, but still not as big as normal prenatal vitamins. So I was taking those for about a week, and I noticed that I wouldn't feel good in the afternoon, which is when I would take them with my lunch. And then about 2 or 3, I wouldn't feel very good, which I never really had that happen before. I know that it can happen. Prenatals making you sick. I called my sister because she had also been on those whenever she got her pregnancy verified, and she said that they were making her sick also. Even if she took them at night, she would wake up in the middle of the night and throw it back up. So I decided to switch prenatal vitamins. Now I'm just taking the Nature Made Prenatal Multivitamin. I took these with Caden also, but they were a lot smaller and they were just pink then. So they're a little bit bigger, but I took this one for the first time today and it didn't make me sick. So these are the ones that I'm probably going to take throughout the rest of this pregnancy. We also announced our pregnancy finally. I just wanted to make sure we were past the missed period part, and then I was more comfortable telling our friends and family, so we did that. And one thing that goes along with that is that, and I remember this even with Landon, everybody was like, oh, I hope it's a girl, I bet you hope it's a girl, team girl. And for me, I don't really care either way. We have 3 boys at this point, so what's another boy? We already know what we're getting ourselves into with boys. Also, my sister is about to have my little niece, so I will have a little baby girl to play with. Either way, I'm happy. I know my husband wants a daughter, but at this point, I'm really thinking that we're just supposed to have boys. I also have a little bit more energy this week, which is really good. I remember last week I just needed to lay down constantly and just try to keep my eyes open, and this week it's not so hard for me to not fall asleep. I'm so out of breath. But I am still pretty exhausted, just not to the point where I feel like I need to take like 5 naps a day. I'm also still loving Cinnabon Delights from Taco Bell. They are just so good. Like, I need them in my life like 3 times a day. And nothing else really sounds good. So before I would eat the chips and cheese also with my Cinnabon buns, which seems like a weird combination, but whatever. And those aren't even sounding all that great. Nothing really sounds good at all. Like, I can't think of anything that I want other than the Cinnabon Delights. There's nothing that I want. Also, the cramping has stopped. I mentioned last week that I was having some cramping more so on my left side. I went from cramping more so on my left side to then cramping more so on my right side, and now I'm not really cramping anymore, so that's really good because it's kind of nerve-wracking when you're cramping and you're in the early stages of pregnancy. So I did schedule my first doctor's appointment, and I'm pretty sure I will have my first appointment whenever I am 9 weeks, and I should get an ultrasound at that one just so she can date the baby so we can have a more accurate due date. But that is it for my symptoms. I will go ahead and show you my baby bloat. So this is my stomach from the front. Like I said, there is still a little bit of bloat going on, just not as much as last week. But that is it for this video. Be sure to give this video a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel down below so you don't miss out on any of my future updates. Be sure to comment any video request down below. As always, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.